All right, guys, we're going to keep going through the not nutrition, the workbook, but we're going to focus on the nutrition. So we left off yesterday on page 8, which I'm just going to show you real quick as measurements. We're going to talk about that a little more in depth tomorrow. Page 9 is your progress tracker where we're going to take pictures. And page 10 is a little checkbox where you can literally check off that you've done your workout every single day. I am such a checker boxer person, it's crazy. So this kind of thing helps me. Most of your programs should have a calendar or a schedule also that you can use to check off. So check that out. Now let me tell you real fast while you're looking through this thinking, this only says 60 days. I normally run 60-day programs. Chris wants to make this a 90-day challenge group because many of you are doing P90X3, which is obviously a 90-day challenge group or a 90-day program. So we want to be with you until the very end. So if you need to, take this paper, copy it, so that you can continue on 30 more days. And you're going to have this progress tracker, day 1, day 30, day 60. We're going to have a day 90 picture as well. And same with measurements. Day 1 measurements, 30 measurements, 60 measurements. We're going to be asking you for day 90 as well. So sorry that it's a 60-day challenge workbook thing. Like I said, that's what I normally run. I think that after the 60 days, you pretty much have a good handle on the habit of exercising and eating right, but we are excited to be with you for the full 90 days for those of you who have 90-day programs. If you don't have a 90-day program, if you have like an Insanity Max 30, T25, PiYo, any of those are going to be shorter. But that doesn't mean that you get to skip out in the last 30 days. So stick with us until the end, all right? Now, let's talk nutrition. Obviously, you have purchased a very intense, amazing workout program. And exercise is a very, very big deal. But I'm telling you, it's only about 20% of the equation. If you really want to get fit, if you really want to lose weight, then you really have to watch what you eat. Nutrition really does make up about 80% of the health equation. So we're going to talk a lot about nutrition and a lot about food and what you should be eating and what you shouldn't be eating. I think we all know for the most part what we shouldn't be eating, but how to eat is something that I didn't really know before I started my challenge group as a challenger. So hopefully the things that I've learned and the things that Chris has learned, we can teach you and help you to start to implement in your life. All right, first thing you're going to do, page 11, is a pantry inventory. All right, check out everything you have in your pantry. And in fact, well, while you're doing this, I guess, well, let's see, we've got the pantry inventory. Page 12 is fridge and freezer inventory. While you're doing an inventory, I expect you to chuck all the junk, okay? I know that might sound wasteful, and you might think that it's a waste of money, but no, it's not. You will not accomplish your goals if you have double stuffed Oreos in your pantry. I'm just saying. Or ice cream in your freezer. Get rid of it, okay? If you don't want to just trash it, give it to a friend or give it to a neighbor or take it to the office or do whatever, but get it out of your house because you will not be successful with it in your house. I know that sounds harsh. Sorry. but get rid of the junk, all right? Do an inventory, see what you've got, and then come back. Now I have, again, this is like a 60-day workbook, so you are going to want to copy off some of these pages for the last 30 days of our challenge group. But page 13, I have a weekly planner, and page 14, to go along with that weekly planner, is a shopping list. Now, let's talk about planning out our meals. When I plan for breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, and maybe an evening snack. And I literally write down what I'm having for each of those meals 7 days a week, all right? And when I meal plan, I have with me my trusty calendar. Is this even called a calendar? Well, you know what I mean. But I do have like my actual calendar. So I can see the days that I have doctor's appointments or that we have dance classes for my girls in the evenings or whatever. So I know the days that I need a crock pot meal. I know the days that I need to have a snack in a cooler to take with me on the run. I am able to prepare better when I have all of the information in front of me. So when you're planning, you want to have your calendar for the week in front of you, and you want to have your meal planner in front of you, and you just want to get to work. All right? Now, as far as what to eat, your programs all came with incredible nutrition guides. So I encourage you to pull those out and read through them. I have 5 or 6, I think I have 6 different programs since I started with Beachbody forever ago. And all of them have amazing nutrition guides. Some I favor more to others, but all of them include some really great recipes and some really great tips. I will be perfectly honest with you though. When I started with Insanity, when I was literally on my weight loss journey, the nutrition guide didn't work for me. It was incredibly difficult for me to implement that in with my family. It just didn't work for me to follow this nutrition guide perfectly while also trying to cook for a family of 6. So, now let's see, what did I do with it? I was introduced to something called the 10 Eat Clean Principles. And this is all I did. This is all I stuck to. And it helped me to reach my goals. So I have in the Files tab the 10 Eat Clean Principles. Print them off and check them out. I'm going to run through them really quick. If you have more specific questions about them, please ask. But I'm just going to rush through them. So number 1 is eat more. Like I said, breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, possibly a snack. You're going to be eating 5 to 6 times a day. You need to be very particular about eating and when you're eating. We're not snacking mindlessly throughout the day, but every 2.5 to 3 hours, you're eating a meal. They're obviously not large meals, right? You don't need a huge meal because you're eating, again, in 2.5 to 3 hours. So we're going to be eating more, as in more often. Number 2, eat breakfast every day within an hour of waking up. Okay, now this is an important one, and it's a hard one for me because I get up, I exercise, and then I jump right into mommy mode of getting my kids ready for school. So I have to be very conscious about getting my cottage cheese and fruit in a bowl for me to eat while I'm getting them all ready for the day. But eating within an hour of rising is going to boost your metabolism, and it's going to prevent you from that starving feeling that's going to lead you to eat a bowl of, I mean, hopefully you don't have Lucky Charms in your house, but I mean something that's not good for you, right? So again, eat within an hour of waking up. Number 3, make your last meal 3 hours before you go to bed. That was another hard one for me. I was one of those moms that put the kids to bed and then ate a bowl of ice cream while I watched TV for 2.5 hours. What a waste of my life, right? And what a waste of my health, quite frankly. 3 hours before you go to bed should be the last time you eat. If you're going to bed at 10 o'clock, then you're eating at 7 and you're done for the evening, all right? Drink all the water you want, no more eating. Number 4, eat a combination of lean protein and complex carbohydrates at each meal. Lean protein, I think we kind of have an idea of what lean protein is. It's going to be your lean meats, your chicken, your turkey. It's going to be things like that. Cottage cheese. If you look through your nutrition guides, you're going to find lots of examples of lean proteins, and I will also give you some ideas. Complex carbs. Let me tell you, carbs I think sometimes get a bad rap, but this isn't the bad kind of carbs. This isn't the simple carbs, okay? Complex carbs are going to be your fruits, your vegetables, your whole grains. Complex carbs are good and you need them. So we will also talk about some great examples of meal combinations and snack combinations and things. I'll give you some of my favorites, and I'm sure Chris will too. All right, number 5 is eat sufficient healthy fats every day. You do not want a fat-free diet, all right, at all. Healthy fats are going to include your nuts, avocados in there, things like that. So we definitely need to be including healthy fats in our diets. Number 6, it says eat 2 to 3 liters of water each day. Now, here's my take on water. We are all different sizes. Someone who is 210 pounds is going to need a different amount of water than someone who's 140 pounds. The rule of thumb that I go by is take your weight and cut it in half. That's how many ounces you should be having. So for a woman who's 140 pounds, you should be drinking about 70 ounces of water. And yes, it does seem like a lot, or it can seem like a lot, but we need to get used to drinking water, you guys. A lot of it, okay? Let's go on to number 7. Carry a cooler packed with clean foods each day. If you go to work, if you are a mom on the run, if you are out of the house at all, you need to have a cooler packed with your clean foods. Otherwise, you're going to be going through the dreaded fast food line. We're going to make poor choices when we're hungry. So be prepared. Have your cooler with you and stock it full of fresh, healthy, clean food. All right. Number 8, depend on fresh fruits and vegetables for fiber, vitamins, nutrients, and enzymes. I think that's pretty straightforward. Don't just take a vitamin pill in the morning and think you're good for the day. You're not, all right? You need to be eating your fruits and vegetables. Number 9, adhere to proper portion sizes. I know that the P90X3 nutrition guide has a really great kind of guide for portion sizes. Again, this is something we can talk about more in depth if you want to. If you struggle with portion sizes, talk to me or Chris about the 21-day fix because it is all focused on portion sizes. And it's kind of an amazing program, nutrition-wise especially. The last one is, again, I think this is a pretty straightforward thing. Eat only foods that have not been overly processed or doused in chemicals, saturated, and trans fats and or toxins. Just don't do it, okay? Anything that has been overly processed, that has tons of sugar in it, things like that, it's not good for you. It is not going to help your body perform properly. It is going to make your workouts more difficult because you have not filled your body with what it needs, and it is not going to help you to lose weight, gain muscle, and get fit. So just avoid it altogether. Again, if you have any questions about these 10 Eat Clean principles, ask. But that is all I followed when I lost my 18 pounds. And to be honest, I mean, I kind of stick to the 21-day fix here and there. I try and follow that because I think it's a really great guide and teaches exactly how many fruits and vegetables you should have each day, how many proteins, how many things like that. But when I get lazy with that, I just follow these 10 Eat Clean principles, and I feel great. I know I'm eating things that I should be eating. So there you go. That's my spiel. We are going to meal plan for this week. I want each of you to write down your meal plan today, take a picture of it, and post it in the comments below. If you are struggling with meal planning, start asking questions now. Okay, we need to nip those problems in the bud because we are going to be doing this not just for the next 90 days, but for forever. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And Chris and I will not let you guys fail, all right? It's not an option. So make your meal plan for the week, get it written down, and post it below so we can all check it out. And hopefully we can share some great ideas too. Like I said, during the challenge group, Chris and I, I'm sure, will be sharing some of our favorite snacks and meals to give everyone some great ideas on some good combinations. So there you go. That's my spiel for the day. Post your meal plan below. See you tomorrow.